Good morning, everyone. Today is another episode of The Minimal Stoic. So, greetings. And as you can see, we got a new video format. So, we might end up going back eventually to the podcast format where we just have a picture and I just talk over that picture. But we're trying out something new for today, and we're actually going to do a video segment. Still going to keep it short, but let me know if you like the short format or if you like to go longer, say 10 minutes in the future. I think right now we're just going to keep it short for uh, just around 5 minutes. So before I get started, just a quick sip of water. And today's video, you see my show notes here. We're going to talk about outcome. Now, in a lot of our videos, we're going to talk a lot about outcome and the things in life that we can or can't control because Stoicism has this very big central idea around what's called the dichotomy of control. And that is that the ancient Stoics believed that everything in life can be split up into things that we can and can't control, and that we should just focus on the things that we can control and forget about the rest. We can be aware of the rest, but not to let those things affect our actions or, more importantly, our happiness um, towards the situation. So, when you're trying to learn a new habit or skill or trying to get a better position at a job, it can be very tempting to throw in the towel and give up really early. And I think that a thing that you can do in that situation is to ask yourself, what is the smallest action that I can take in this situation to better achieve or uh, get myself towards that goal. And the important thing to realize about that is that you're putting all of the action on yourself, saying, well, what is the thing or things that I can do that I have in my power to do that I can, the best actions that I can make to try and achieve that goal, whatever it is. And so everything else in that situation that isn't the things that you control. So, for example, with a job interview, you can practice ahead of time for that job interview. You can try and do some maybe like an online challenge or something to try and improve your skills. You can go out to the library and research your position better. But as whether or not you actually get that position is ultimately out of your control. So just don't even focus on it. Essentially, do your best and forget the rest. Everything else is out of your control. And this isn't to say that you can't have goals or that is short or long term goals. It's okay to have goals, but just know that whether or not you actually achieve those things is out of your control. They might happen, they might not, but the best thing to do is just to say, what can I do in the present moment? That is the best action to take. That is within your control. So that's what you should actually do. And that's actually what you should focus on. Just forget the rest. And the ancient Stoics like to use this analogy of the archer. And we might talk about this in several videos and bring it up because I think it's just a really good, solid analogy to make. And that is the archer analogy is, say, if you were a professional archer and you had you're at a competition and you're trying to hit your target, you can do everything leading up to the point that you let go of the arrow and the uh, arrow goes down to hit the target, but everything after the point that you let go of the arrow is out of your control, so don't even focus on it. That is to say, you can practice. You can shoot 1,000 arrows before your actual competition. You can learn the best way to stand. You can learn the best way to hold the bow. You can learn the best way to calculate like wind direction and trajectory, everything leading up to the point in the competition that you actually let go of the arrow. But whether or not you actually hit your target once you let go of the arrow is completely out of your control. Once you let go of an arrow, a freak gust of wind could come in and swoop the arrow off its trajectory. Say a freak earthquake or something could rattle the target and moves the target off from where you originally predicted it to be, or something else freak might happen, or you just might not hit the target. That entire thing is after you let go of the arrow is not in your control, so don't even worry about it. Whether or not you hit your target, don't worry about it. Just worry about, are you doing enough? That is the only thing to worry about. Like, are you doing what is in your power? Are you doing enough of that? And are you giving that as much thought as letting whether or not if you hit your target affect you? So, again, the lesson for today is to not focus on your outcomes. So, focus on everything that you can do in the present moment to reach your goals. And again, it's okay to have goals. So, you can list out your goals if you want to, but just know that whether or not you actually obtain any of those goals is out of your own control. And just think to yourself, what is the next thing that I can do to actually, that's in my power, that I can do to actually reach that goal? And everything else is out of your control. We'll talk a lot more about control and outcome in future videos if we get to them. We're also thinking about putting in some more, starting up some new minimalist videos. But until next time, guys, if you want to comment below with your troubles that you're having in your situation, maybe somebody in the community that has the same mind or the minimal stoic mindset can comment below and help you out with the minimal stoic, how the minimal stoic would respond in that situation. I'm definitely going to try and be looking out for comments in the videos. And if something is really popular, maybe it'll be the spark for an actual video in itself. So until next time, guys, I hope you have a great day. Remember to just focus on in the moment. What in the moment can you be happy about? And don't focus on things that you can't control. I'll see you guys in the next one.